All right, so we've got about an hour to spend together. This lesson should take about an hour to get through, and then we'll kind of wrap things up with creating a study plan together.
Okay.
Okay. So, esta es lección uno. We're preparing you to have very basic, simple conversations, whether it be for work, your community, or during your travels for Latin America. This course typically takes, anywhere from 1 to 3 months to get through. You should be able to introduce yourself by the end of it, make small talk with people, and then kind of survival skills, order food in restaurants, as well as go shopping, buy things, right?
Right.
And I'm very big on teaching the cultural differences of this as well. Today, we're going to focus on an introduction. I'll teach you how to properly introduce yourself to new people in Spanish. We'll learn the greetings, kind of the culture behind the greetings. We'll talk about cognates to hopefully build your confidence up a little bit. We'll go over the 5 vowel sounds and the pronunciation in Spanish, numbers up to 10, and then vocab that most of my students can use at both work and at school. Aquí tiene mi contacto. This is my contact information. I don't know if you can take a screenshot of this, but I always want to make sure that my new students know how to get in touch with me in case they're running late or need to cancel a class or whatever. And then I'm on Facebook and LinkedIn as well, if you want to add me as a contact to your social media.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
All right. Bueno, yo soy de los Estados Unidos. That means I'm from the United States. But I have lived in Spain, Argentina, Chile, and Ecuador. So that's why I speak Spanish, and that's why I'm teaching Spanish today. I've traveled to many places. I've been to Cuba, La República Dominicana. I can't even count how many times I've been to Mexico. I've been to Colombia, Uruguay, and Bolivia as well. ¿Y tú? So what about you? Where are you from, Jeff? ¿De dónde eres?
Donde eres? I'm from California.
Okay.
Originally, Los Angeles.
Oh, and you don't speak Spanish?
The funny thing is, when I was younger, I could understand some of it, but since I've been out here, I lost it all.
Wow. Okay. Cool. We're gonna get you there. Have you traveled to any Spanish-speaking countries other than?
Mexico and Colombia.
You've been to Colombia. Wow. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Muy bien. Well, I've been teaching Spanish since 2005. Soy maestro de español desde el 2005. Y soy el fundador de the language school. I started the language school here in Denver back in 2012. Wow, we just hit 2022, so that's officially 10 years here in Denver. Before I graduated with a degree in international business, Spanish, and marketing in 2007. ¿Y tú? ¿A qué te dedicas? So what do you do for work, Jeff?
I'm a construction inspector for water and wastewater.
Okay, wow. So you could say, soy inspector de construcción.
Soy inspector de construcción.
Muy bien. Nice. Me gusta means I like. Me gusta tocar la guitarra y los tambores. Me gusta viajar. Me gusta ir al gimnasio. Me gusta leer. Y me gusta ver películas. Y algo interesante means something interesting. I love dancing. I actually used to dance with the professional salsa group. Bailaba con un grupo profesional de salsa. So there's a picture of me dancing at the Boulder Theater. That was back in 2008, I think.
Okay.
¿Y a ti qué te gusta?
I like traveling also, and ver películas, and just hanging out with friends.
Okay, nice. Here you could say, me gusta convivir con los amigos.
Me gusta
Convivir.
Say that again.
Convivir.
Oh, on the beer. Okay.
I'm going to write it for you here so you can see that. That's a good one. Convivir.
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 Okay, convivir.
There you go. Me gusta.
Mi amigos.
Yep, you got it. All right. Nice job, Jeff. Muy bien. ¿Por qué estudiar español? Why study Spanish? Many great reasons. Spanish is a fun language and it's spoken in over 20 countries that typically tend to be pretty fun countries. If you've been to Colombia and Mexico, you probably know. However, more importantly, and I think the reason why you're wanting to learn it, right, is that it is increasingly becoming a requirement even here in the United States. A city like Denver is 33% Spanish speaking, or 33% of Denver speaks Spanish. So that's 1 out of every 3 people, if you think about it, you know, really, really popular language here. Outside of that, it's the second most spoken language in the world with over 500 million Spanish speakers worldwide. I use what I call a holistic approach to teaching Spanish, which means I don't stick with one particular dialect or accent. I kind of teach a little bit of everything. Spanish came from Spain, and then the way it came down through the New World, it spread, you know, as far down south as Argentina, as far north as, if technically you could include the United States in it. But it'll change a little bit from one country to another. Like if you've ever talked to somebody from England or Australia, you know, a little bit of an accent change, some of the words they choose to say differently from one country to another. And because I've lived in 5 different Spanish-speaking countries, I like to teach a little bit of the differences that you're going to encounter.
Okay.
Last thing before we get into the actual lesson, these are conversation classes. So what I do is a little bit different. What that means is you have to talk. It's okay to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. That's okay. At the end of the day, from mistakes, we learn, right? So I need to know how to best help you. And then I also want you to feel comfortable and ask me any questions you have, okay? Let's get started. So you already know to say hi in Spanish, you say hola.
Hola.
And then to say how are you, you would say, repeat after me, ¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
And then you can answer it by saying, estoy bien.
Estoy bien.
Perfect.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien.
So let's put it all together. Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Estoy bien. All right. Now, when you greet people, when you say hi to people, that's going to change a little bit in other countries. In most Spanish-speaking countries, you're going to do it with a little kiss on the cheek if it's somebody that you know. If it's a friend or a family member, you do what's called a little besito, right? Just a little kiss on the cheek.
Un besito.
Un besito. Mm-hmm. If you're in a more formal situation, like a business meeting, you can do the handshake. It might change a little bit from one country to another. So just because they do it one way in Colombia doesn't mean they're going to do it the same way in the next country you go to. So something to be aware of. Spanish is a great language to learn because it's simple in terms of pronunciation. You have 5 sounds and that's about it. It's a phonetic language, meaning the vowels are essentially always pronounced the same way. Repeat after me. A.
E.
I.
I.
O.
U.
U. A, E, I, O, U.
A, E, I, O, U.
Perfecto. Repite. Nada.
Nada.
Mapa.
Mapa.
Papa.
Papa.
Meme.
Meme.
Leche.
Leche.
Tele.
Tele.
Mini.
Mini.
Bici.
BC.
Fiji.
Is that Fiji or Fiji?
Fiji, just like the way we pronounce it. Fiji.
Okay.
Loco.
Loco.
Coco.
Coco.
Ocho.
Ocho.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Voodoo.
Voodoo.
Guru.
Guru.
Muy bien. So let's practice here, introducing ourselves to each other. If you want to say, hi, my name is Jeff, it's going to sound like this. Repeat after me. Hola, me llamo Jeff.
Hola, me llamo Jeff. ¿Cómo te llamas?
And that's how you'd say, what is your name, right? So I would say, me llamo David. And then if you want to say it's nice to meet you, you can say mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
And a good way to respond to that is by saying likewise, or in Spanish, igualmente.
Is that igualmente or igualmente?
Igualmente.
Okay. Igualmente.
Muy bien.
Hola, me llamo Jeff. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo David.
Mucho gusto.
Igualmente. All right, nice job, Jeff. So here's 3 common questions you'll get when you're meeting new people. The first one is, where are you from? Repite, ¿de dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres? Soy de los Estados Unidos.
Perfecto. If you want to say, where do you live? You say, ¿dónde vives?
¿Dónde vives? Vivo en Aurora.
Perfecto. And finally, ¿dónde trabajas? Is where do you work? ¿Dónde trabajas?
Trabajo en Arapahoe County.
Okay, so let's put it all together. ¿De dónde eres, Jeff?
Soy de los Estados Unidos.
¿Dónde vives?
Vivo in. What was that number 2 again? ¿Dónde vives?
Where do you live? So you live in Aurora, right?
Vivo en Aurora.
¿Y dónde trabajas?
Trabajo en Arapahoe County.
Perfecto. ¿Te gusta la comida cubana?
Sí, me gusta. Do I like Cuban food? Okay, yeah. Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta la comida mexicana?
Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta la comida salvadoreña?
Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta la cerveza?
Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta el vino?
Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta el mojito?
Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta el fútbol?
No, no me gusta.
¿Te gusta el fútbol americano?
Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta el béisbol?
Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta estudiar?
Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta cocinar?
What's the cocinar?
Cocinar, to cook.
Okay. Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta bailar?
Sí, me gusta.
¿Te gusta esquiar?
No, no me gusta.
Okay, good. Do you know what this means? ¿Puedo hacer una pregunta?
No.
Can I ask a question?
Okay.
So we're just going to go over a couple of useful questions for the Spanish classroom. So repeat after me. ¿Puedo hacer una pregunta?
Puedo hacer una pregunta.
Perfecto. All right, another good question for you is, ¿cómo se dice student?
¿Cómo se dice student? No.
Don't know what that means either? Okay.
No.
So that's, how do you say?
How do you say? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se?
¿Cómo se llama is what's it called, or what is your name? This is more
Okay.
how do you say something? So like, if you're talking to somebody, you know most of what you're trying to talk about, but then you come to something you want to say and you just don't know how to say it. You say, ¿cómo se dice?
Okay. ¿Cómo se dice?
Okay.
Okay.
So let's take a look at that. ¿Puedo hacer una pregunta? Ask me these questions here.
¿Cómo se dice computer?
So start with the first one. ¿Puedo hacer una pregunta?
¿Puedo hacer una pregunta?
Sí.
¿Cómo se dice computer?
Se dice computadora.
Computadora. ¿Cómo se dice computadora?
No. Computadora is my answer for you. So you're asking me, how do you say computer?
Oh, okay. Computer. Okay.
So I'm responding with the word in Spanish. Computadora.
Computadora. Okay. ¿Cómo se dice office?
Oficina.
¿Cómo se dice Paper?
Dice.
Dice.
Do you
Dice.
speak,
¿Cómo
do
se
you speak
dice?
Italian?
Huh?
Do you speak Italian?
No.
No? Oh, because that's how that's pronounced in Italian. So I was wondering.
Okay.
Como se dice? Dice, like an S.
Como se dice? Okay. Como se dice paper?
Papel.
Papel. I know that one because I used to bag groceries.
There you go.
Como se dice employee?
Empleado.
Empleado. Como se dice director?
Director.
Director. Como se dice student?
Estudiante.
Estudiante. Como se dice conference room?
Salón de conferencia.
Salón de conferencia. Como se dice classroom?
Salón de clase.
Salón de clase.
Okay, muy bien, Jeff. What about qué significa estudiante?
No.
So this is the reverse of how do you say, and it means, what does estudiante mean? All right?
¿Qué significa estudiante? What does estudiante mean?
Exactly. So you say, como se dice when you're missing the word in Spanish. You say qué significa when you don't understand the word in Spanish. Okay. So let's practice like that, like this. Ask me these questions.
¿Puedo hacer una pregunta?
Sí.
¿Qué significa computadora?
Computer.
¿Qué significa oficina?
Office.
¿Qué significa papel?
Paper.
¿Qué significa empleado?
Employee.
¿Qué significa director?
Director.
¿Qué significa estudiante?
Student.
¿Qué significa salón de conferencia?
Conference room.
¿Qué significa salón de clase?
Classroom. All right, good. So we've just gone over 3 important questions to help you learn how to speak Spanish. The first one is, ¿puedo hacer una pregunta? What does that mean in English, Jeff?
I forgot.
Okay. ¿Puedo hacer una pregunta? Can I ask a question?
Can I ask a question? Okay. ¿Puedo hacer una pregunta? Can I ask a question?
Good. The next one we have is, ¿cómo se dice student?
How do you say student?
Very good. The last one is, ¿qué significa estudiante?
Can I ask how you say student? Estudiante?
Not exactly. It is, what does estudiante mean?
Okay, what does estudiante mean?
There you go. All right, good.
Mean.
All right, so cognates are words that exist in 2 or more languages that are very similar and mean the same thing. So I'd like to tell the story of the first bank. The banking system that we know today was originally established in Italy. And the word was banca. The Italian word was banca. Well, because the Italians did so much business with the Spanish, the system, migrated to Spain. However, the word banca changed over to banco. Same thing happened in France, and the word changed again to banque. And then that happened again in England, where it changed to bank. The point is, if you're looking at this, if you're cruising around Mexico, right, and you see a building that says Banco de Mexico, there's a pretty good chance that you would guess, oh, that looks like a bank, right? Sounds like a bank, looks like a bank, probably a bank. For example, Jeff, ¿qué significa actor?
Actor.
¿Qué significa chocolate?
Chocolate.
¿Qué significa director?
Director.
¿Qué significa final?
Final.
¿Qué significa hotel?
Hotel.
¿Qué significa mango?
Mango.
¿Qué significa normal?
Normal.
¿Qué significa pasta?
Pasta.
¿Qué significa simple?
Simple.
Perfecto, right? So supposedly we're starting from 0, but we're not starting from 0 because Spanish has a lot of similarities with English. Essentially what happened, Jeff, is Spanish was directly born from another language called Latin, and Latin also heavily influenced English. So without studying Spanish, believe it or not, you already speak about 20% of it. At least you can understand about 20% of it on paper anyway. So keep that in mind as you're going for it. Okay, let's do our numbers up to 10. Repite. 0.
0.
1.
1.
2.
2.
3.
3.
4.
4.
5.
5.
6.
6.
7.
7.
8.
8.
9.
9.
10.
10.
Okay, I'm going to read a phone number to you, and I want you to tell me whose phone number it is, okay? ¿De quién es el número 911?
911.
¿De quién es el número 720-634-2589?
720-634-2589.
Uh-huh. And so the owner is here on the left, right? So it's the language school. ¿De quién es el número 303-218-6242?
303-218-62. Oh, do it. Walmart. My bad.
¿De quién es el número 303-576-0065?
Domino's.
Perfecto. Jeff, ¿cuál es tu número de teléfono?
What? Say that again?
¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? What is your phone number?
Tres is 03 cuatro 7 2 8 8 9 2.
All right. So the number you just told me was 303-472-8892.
Oh, 90. What's the for 0 again?
0.
Oh, 0.
All right. So try and tell me your number again. ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono?
303 4 7 2 8 8 9 0.
Perfecto. Okay. Jeff, apunta mi número de teléfono. Do you have a pen and paper with you?
Yes.
Okay, so apunta mi número. That means write down my number. So I'm going to read my number to you.
Okay.
Mi número de teléfono es 720-257
2
8539.
Say the last 2.
Okay, let me start from the beginning. Mi número de teléfono es 720-257-8539.
720-257-8539.
Perfect, you got it. Nice job. Muy bien. Jeff, ¿cuánto cuesta un papel?
¿Cuánto cuesta un papel? How much is paper?
How much does it cost?
Oh. 01.
Yeah, so the answer's already here for you. Un
Un
centavo.
centavo. Okay.
Un centavo.
Un centavo.
¿Cuánto cuesta un bolígrafo?
$1 or dollar.
Dólar. Ujú.
Okay.
¿Cuánto cuesta un lápiz?
5 centavos.
¿Cuánto cuesta un marcador?
$2.
¿Cuánto cuesta un paquete de papel?
$5.
$5. No.
Cinco.
There you go. $5.
$5.
¿Cuánto cuesta un paquete de lápices?
$7.
Not siete. Siete is 7.
7. Tres.
Tres,
No.
3.
Seis.
6.
$6.
Okay. ¿Cuánto cuesta un paquete de bolígrafos?
$7.
¿Cuánto cuesta un paquete de marcadores?
$8.
¿Cuánto cuesta un libro de español?
$9.
¿Cuánto cuesta una pizarra?
$10.
Perfecto. Vamos a aprender español para la escuela y el trabajo para matar 2 pájaros de un tiro. So let's learn Spanish for both school and work. Most of my students can use these words at both school and work to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So the first category we have here is things. In Spanish, you say cosas. Cosas.
Cosas is for things?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
Cosas, things. Okay.
So we have computadora,
Computadora,
impresora.
impresora.
Muy bien. Next, we have televisión.
Cosas. Television and proyector.
Marcador.
Marcador and papel.
The next category is places. In Spanish, we're going to say lugares.
Lugares.
Salón de conferencia.
Salón de conferencia.
Salón de
Salón de
clase.
clase. Salón de conferencia. Salón de clase. Lugares.
Oficina.
Oficina.
Escuela.
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 The final category is people. In Spanish, you say personas.
Personas.
Profesora.
Okay. Profesora.
Estudiante.
Estudiante.
Director.
Director.
Empleada.
Empleada.
All right. Here's an activity I like to do with all my new students, because in order to learn how to speak Spanish, just like you did with English, you have to kind of learn it 1 word at a time. Outside of class, the vast majority of your study time should be dedicated to memorizing new vocabulary. I like to use this application called Quizlet to do this. Have you ever used Quizlet before?
No.
No? Okay, let's take a look. So Quizlet is just electronic flashcards. It's a free app that you can use, and it's really cool. So you can make the screen large here. Now, when it comes to learning languages, you're always going to understand a language before you can speak it.
Okay.
So it's kind of backwards. It's counterintuitive, right? Everybody wants to learn how to speak Spanish, but your first goal should be to learn how to understand Spanish. That happens with little kids. Do you have children?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They're grown now.
Okay. my son's 5, so I've been kind of witnessing this over the past few years, right? But when he was a little baby, before he could speak any words, you know, they tell you to start doing activities with the kids to develop that, right? You know, so you give them a ball and tell them to take it to the other side of the room and stuff like that, you know? And so he could understand us and follow some basic instructions before he could start speaking to us, right? So we want to apply that same concept to this process. What that means is we're going to start by looking at the words in Spanish and try to understand what they mean in English. So we're going to flip the side here so we answer with English, okay? All right, so Jeff, tell me, what does this mean? ¿Qué significa cosas?
Damn it.
¿Qué significa cosas? If you don't know, that's okay.
I don't know. Things.
Just flip it over.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. All right. So that's okay. If you don't get it right, we're going to click on the star up here. ¿Qué significa lápiz?
Oh, I don't know.
Pencil.
Pencil. Okay.
All right. By the way, if you click on the word, it'll pronounce it for you.
Oh, I get. Okay. I can control it from here.
Not from there, but when you get the link, when you go to Quizlet, you can. So listen to this.
Libro.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
There you go.
Sí.
¿Qué significa libro?
Lighter.
Book.
Book. Okay.
Pizarra.
Oh, I don't know.
Whiteboard. Whiteboard. Pizarra.
Whiteboard. Pizarra. Whiteboard.
¿Qué significa bolígrafo?
Oh, I don't know.
Pen.
Pen.
¿Qué significa marcador?
Marcador. Marker.
Good. ¿Qué significa papel?
Paper.
¿Qué significa computadora?
Computer.
Impresora.
Oh, impresora. I forgot.
Printer.
Printer. Okay.
¿Qué significa televisión?
Television.
¿Qué significa proyector?
Projector.
Okay, so we've got 6 to review. ¿Qué significa cosas?
Things.
All right. Lápiz.
Pencil.
Libro. Book.
Book. Okay. Libro is book. Libro is book.
Pizarra.
I don't know.
Whiteboard.
Whiteboard. Okay.
Bolígrafo.
I don't know.
Pen.
Pen. Damn.
Impresora.
Impresora.
Printer.
Printer.
That's okay. Some of these are going to come faster than others. All right. So, ¿qué significa libro?
Pen.
Libro is book.
Book.
Pizarra.
Pen.
Whiteboard.
Whiteboard. What the hell?
Bolígrafo.
Whiteboard.
That's the pen.
Pen. That's the pen. Damn it. Okay.
Impresora.
The pen.
This is the printer.
Printer.
Let's try again.
Okay.
Libro.
Book.
Pizarra.
Printer.
Whiteboard.
Whiteboard.
Bolígrafo.
Whiteboard.
Pen.
Pen.
Impresora.
The printer. Okay.
That's
I need
okay.
to work on this.
We went from 4 to 3, so now let's try it one more time. Pizarra. Whiteboard.
Whiteboard. Wait a minute. Pizarra, whiteboard.
Bolígrafo.
Pen.
Pizarra.
Whiteboard.
Impresora.
Printer.
There you go. You got it. I promise you, you'll get them eventually. All right. The next step is to go from English to Spanish. So we'll flip this over now. ¿Cómo se dice things?
Cosas.
Pencil.
Impresora.
Lápiz.
Lápiz.
Impresora is the printer.
Impresora, printer. Impresora, printer. Okay.
¿Cómo se dice book?
Libro.
¿Cómo se dice whiteboard?
It starts with the B.
With a P. Pizarra.
Pizarra.
Pizarra. ¿Cómo se dice pen?
I don't know.
Bolígrafo.
Bolígrafo.
That was the B.
Bolígrafo. Yeah, bolígrafo pen.
¿Cómo se dice marker?
Oh, damn it. I know what it is. Okay, what is it?
Marcador.
Marcador. Okay, marcador.
¿Cómo se dice paper?
Papel.
¿Cómo se dice computer?
Computerado.
Computadora.
Computadora.
Computadora. ¿Cómo se dice printer?
I don't know.
Impresora.
Impresora.
Impresora. ¿Cómo se dice television?
Televisión.
Projector.
Proyector.
Muy bien. Okay, so we got 6 to review. ¿Cómo se dice pencil?
Libro.
Lápiz.
Lápiz.
Lápiz. Libro is book.
Book. Libro's book. Lápiz. Whiteboard. I don't know.
Whiteboard is going to be pizarra. Pen?
Marcador?
That's marker.
That's marker.
That's marker. Pen is bolígrafo.
Bolígrafo.
¿Cómo se dice marker?
Didn't I just say that? Marcadora.
Marcador. Good.
Marcador.
¿Cómo se dice pen?
Pizarra.
Bolígrafo.
Bolígrafo.
Bolígrafo. Pizarra is the whiteboard.
Is the whiteboard. Okay.
Computer?
Computador.
Computadora.
Dora. Computadora.
¿Cómo se dice printer?
I don't know.
Impresora.
Impresora. Impresora. Okay.
All right, let's try again. We've got 5 more to go. Pencil?
Bolígrafo.
Lápiz.
Lápiz. Oh my God.
Bolígrafo is close. That's the pen. That's the pen.
Lápiz.
¿Cómo se dice whiteboard?
Pizarra.
Good, you got it. Pencil? Lápiz.
Lápiz. Is it lápiz?
Lápiz. Mhm.
Lápiz. Okay.
¿Cómo se dice pen?
Lápiz.
Pen is bolígrafo.
Bolígrafo. Pen. Lápiz. Computadora.
¿Cómo se dice pen?
Lápiz.
Bolígrafo.
Bolígrafo.
¿Cómo se dice printer?
It's like an impresa.
Very close. Impresora.
Impresora.
All right, we're down to 3. ¿Cómo se dice pencil?
Lápiz.
Pen?
Bolígrafo.
Printer?
Impresadora.
Very close. Impresora.
Impresora.
So cool. But you see how we do that activity, right? You go from Spanish to English, then English to Spanish. The idea is you hit vocabulary 2 or 3 times a day, and you'll have it memorized in small increments of time, about 10 minutes at a time.
Okay.
And that's the biggest challenge when it comes to learning a language. That's the most powerful thing that you can do to learn how to speak Spanish. And it's something that most people will not spend the time to do. But I'm telling you, if you do that, it'll make it easy and fun.
Okay.
A little bit of work, but makes it worth it. All right. So today I taught you how to introduce yourself to a new person. Here's the dialogue to do that. Hola, me llamo David. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Jeff. Me llamo Jeff.
¿Cómo estás, Jeff?
¿Cómo estás? Estoy. Estoy Aurora.
So when I say ¿Cómo estás? It's like saying, how are you? So you want to say, estoy bien.
Estoy bien.
Estoy bien. Mucho gusto.
What's that? Igualmente?
Yep. So remember, mucho gusto means nice to meet you. Igualmente is like saying likewise.
Likewise. And de donde eres is where you're from?
Yeah, where are you from?
Where are you from?
Right.
And then I'll say, soy de Aurora, or soy de Los Angeles.
You're from California, right? Yeah.
California, yes.
Soy de California. ¿Dónde vives?
Vivo en Aurora.
Yeah, there you go. ¿Dónde trabajas?
Trabajo in county of Aurora, Arapahoe County.
Okay. ¿Y
Trabajo in Arapahoe County.
¿Qué te gusta?
¿Qué te gusta? Me gusta. What are you asking me again?
What do you like?
Oh, me gusta Americano football.
Al revés, me gusta fútbol americano. O me gusta
Fútbol americano.
Muy bien. ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono?
Es 3-4-7-2-8-8-9-0.
Ahí está, perfecto. So after you meet somebody, you can say, let's stay in touch. In Spanish, you say, estamos en contacto.
Estamos en contacto.
And then to reply to that, you could say something like, sounds good, or in Español, me parece bien.
Me parece bien.
Okay, let's
Sounds
practice.
good.
Estamos en contacto, Jeff.
Me parece bien.
Hasta luego.
Nos vemos.
Nice job. All right. So, Jeff, that was it for the lesson today. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it. It was like ramped up
nice.
instead of like just being alone. You know what I mean? Because you have nothing to, when you don't have that interaction, it's harder.
It is. It is. It can make it a little bit.
Or in my situation, I went out to lunch with a friend of mine and he started speaking so fast. I was like, dude, I don't know what the hell you're saying. And then he was saying that when he learned English, that we speak fast. And I was like, what? I was like,
When, until you have approximately 1,000 words memorized, it doesn't matter how fast or how slow the person's speaking, you're just not going to understand most of what they're saying.
okay. Okay.
Right. Once you have 1,000 words, that's when you can really start speaking the language. So,
Okay.
yeah. One way to think about it, 10 words a day for 3 months.